Hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are starting with a Bibliomancy reading, and then I will be pulling cards from the tarot to round out the details of the reading. Today we are looking at your February 2023. Of course, if you are listening to this in another year, you can just replace 2023 with whatever year you're in. But for now, we are reading for February 2023, your month ahead. If you are new to this channel or don't know what bibliomancy is the practice of using books or other written materials, finding a random passage and using it to divine a meaning. In case you are wondering, all of the books and decks that I use on this channel will be linked in the video description box. Today we will be using The Patience of Rivers by Joseph Frieda, and we are on page 113. That number reduces to 5 or 11 and 3. Either of those numbers may be important to you. And we are on chapter 14, which reduces to 5 as well. So the number 5 is definitely a theme for you here. The number 5 is a number of transformation. I often associate it with malachite, which is a green stone, and it's quite swirly looking typically, and it's got a lot of copper in it. So malachite, the number 5, and copper might all be significant indicators for you in your life. Maybe you just received a piece of malachite or just saw it, or maybe you just received something copper or are looking into purchasing something made of copper. Regardless, any of these might be significant to you in your day-to-day life. This time, the Chuck stood facing them, his squinty face all attention. "He's seen us," Charlie whispered. The Chuck stood still for 20 seconds, then shuffled towards his hole. Nick dropped to one knee and took aim. At his hole, the Chuck raised up tall, took one look, too quick to form a target, issued a shrill warning whistle, and dropped from sight. "We can try waiting him out," Charlie said. They hid in the tall grass on the riverbank, where they had a clean shot at the hole, but Nick knew it was a waste of time. Once the Chuck was spooked, he was down for a while. "So what's Ted up to?" he asked. "Oh man," Charlie shook his head. "Who knows? 1,000 pounds of grass seed? That's pretty weird." "Pretty weird, all right." Charlie gazed out over the river. "No wonder your mom's pissed off." "She's pissed off, all right. She's perpetually pissed off." Nick batted at the tall grass. "Is Ted down at Basking Ridge at all?" "I don't think so. I haven't been there much myself, but I don't think he's in line for the Ward Cleaver All-American Husband Award or anything. He and Margaret have found some way to tolerate each other, I guess." "What about that guy down at Phil's trailer? Why would he have a photo of Ted?" "Beats me," Charlie said. "Beats the hell out of me." Nick sensed Charlie didn't want to pursue this. Ted was a sore spot with them all. "So what's up with you and Eva?" he asked. "Don't know, man." Charlie turned his face up towards the sun and shut his eyes. "I'm following her lead." "She's still going out with Georgie?" "Yeah, still going out with Georgie. Georgie Porgy. But Georgie doesn't know about you." "There's nothing to know. Nothing's happened." "Take off your shirt, big boy," Nick mimicked. "Dig those lats." "Hey, what the hell? She's studying art." So it sounds like there's some unresolved drama going on in your life. This is definitely a relationship-based reading, I think, for you this month. Relationships, friendships, any sort of interpersonal drama is highlighted. There seems to be a theme of you or you and a friend trying to pinpoint the source or cause or meaning underlying the events happening in your life. I'm getting that this might be some coworker drama. It might be something in the workplace. Whatever this is, though, it seems like there's the potential to really fan the flames and turn it into a forest fire if you aren't careful. I don't currently see you in any real danger of losing connections, or if this is a workplace issue, losing your job, anything like that. It does seem like there's some tension going on, though, that may be affecting how you work. Some small mistakes may be getting made while you overlook specific details because you are focused on this drama that's happening. And it's not threatening, like I said, but it may cause you to have to go back and redo some things, which could create some more frustration in your life. For most of you, this feels like something that has been going on for a while, so you probably already know what I'm talking about. I guess what I'm getting is that this month you might be seeing this drama escalating and your focus waning. I'm going to pull a few cards now from the Fantastical Creatures Tarot deck to see if we can get any more details about this situation, as well as some advice for you. I'm also getting here that you may be sniffing around, or maybe your friends are, or someone is asking questions to people who know a little bit more than they're letting on, and you're trying to get information from these people, and they are spooked by you or whoever's asking because they don't want to get in trouble. And I'm getting that they are closing down. I don't know if this has occurred already or if it's something that will occur if you are considering asking questions. But if you haven't done this already, I would be careful about what you say to whom, because they may close up and it might strain your friendship if you are friends with this person. For your tarot cards, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, as well as the High Priestess underneath the deck. I'm getting that you may have recently received a promotion or some sort of new security that you didn't have before, something you worked hard to get to. This may be a new job, although I am feeling that this is more along the lines of a promotion or a raise, something like that. Something that you might be concerned about losing over this situation that's going on. For the Hanged Man to come out, I'm seeing that you may be holding your tongue. Maybe you are listening and saying things, but nothing that means too much, because you don't want to get involved, because you don't want to lose this Nine of Pentacles that you have recently received. Like I said before, I really don't think that whatever this is going to harm you in any way. I don't think it's going to end in any sort of disaster. However, I think it's a good idea that you are sitting this out. It doesn't seem to involve you very much. If it does involve you, I don't know that it's the best idea for you to step forward with any new information at this moment. We do have the High Priestess here as well, which is making me think that you might be getting someone from the situation coming to you for advice of some kind. I think that it may be more of a personal perspective that they're looking for. So if you get anyone asking you for advice about this situation, this drama, keep in mind that they may be wording it as work-related, but really what they're asking you is, how do I handle this as a life issue? This does feel like a somewhat long and drawn-out drama, like I said before, and I think it's going to be around for a while. And if you've been hoping for it to sort of blow up and for it to hit its end, it won't be happening this month, or at least not for the majority of the month. I am getting that it is a long, slow thing that is going to unfold. And the best thing you can do is keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, be helpful, but don't gossip, don't add to the situation if you can help it. I'm going to pull a few more cards for maybe other areas of your life. Let's see if there's anything else happening for you this month. The next two cards we have are the Chariot and the Three of Swords. So I know I just said that the situation may not resolve itself in this month, but I am getting that the end of this situation is not going to be pretty. With the Chariot, I am seeing that you are somehow involved in this, but again, I really feel like you're more on the outskirts of this situation. You may simply be acquaintances or friends with whoever's involved in this. You may have played some part in the situation, but you're not a main character at this point. What I am getting, though, is that this situation is going to continue to unfold this month, and while it may or may not resolve itself this month, it's going to be something that's going to end in a bit of sadness. Someone might be leaving or getting fired, or there might be a romantic separation, or there may be a demotion of some kind. This may make you sad or other parties sad, or it's just a rough outcome all around. However, we have the Two of Cups under the deck again, and I'm getting that while this will end in a bit of chaos and sadness, in the wake of this happening, in the wake of the ending of this drama, there will be harmony again with the Two of Cups here, maybe between coworkers, between the workers and the boss or supervisor. Harmony will be restored to the situation, even though there will be sadness in the ending of this situation. I guess what I'm saying is that even though there will be sadness, it will be better all around for everyone in the end. This is really feeling like a situation that is a life lesson for the main people involved, and you may be wanting to help and jump in and fix things, and what I'm getting is that the best thing for you to do, like I said before, is to just keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, offer advice that is really in alignment with the best outcome for those people, if you are willing or able to do that, and try to realize that this is a lesson that needs to be learned, both for the company, for the environment, and for the main characters of the situation individually. With the number 5 coming up at the beginning of this reading, I am getting that while this is something tense and, like I said, it may not directly affect you, this is a huge life learning lesson, and you are watching someone transform in front of your eyes. In the ancient practice of alchemy, the first step is called calcination. And what this is the burning of a substance to completely transform it into ashes. What this represents in the human experience is the burning away of an ego, a self-concept. It's something that without letting go of this thing, we aren't able to push through to the next level. And what you are witnessing this month is the fire, the flames that are burning away the self-concept, the identity that these people are holding on to, that are keeping them in this tense position. And it may actually be a cycle that has been occurring and reoccurring in their life. And maybe this is something that you're sad to watch because you have seen them go through it before. But the ending is going to really be the final burning of this pattern that these people hold in their life. And it's not going to be a pretty situation, but ultimately it will be the best thing for them, because as they go through this transformation, they will be transformed. They will have a new perspective, and on the other end of it, they will be able to continue forward in their life without repeating the same cycles. And finally, we have the Ace of Swords as the last card, which is really reinforcing what I've just said about the outcome of this situation. The Ace of Swords is showing us that when these individuals get through to the other side of this process, they will have a completely new perspective. They will have insight to themselves, their inner workings, and the way they relate to other people and the world around them. I'm getting that you may also be seeing things in a new light as well. This may be something that will cause a lot of people around this situation to pause and think and reflect and realize how they were either feeding into this situation or how similar situations have been a recurring theme in their lives. If this is the case for you, really taking the time to think about it and how you are feeling and what it has caused you to feel is going to help you unlock the answers to some of the questions that you may be having. Some of you may have come from a childhood or upbringing where your parents or your adults separated or divorced, and the ending of this situation may be causing you to realize just how much that pattern was still present in your life. Watching other people around you have distress and not being able to fix it or make it better is really difficult to watch, especially as a kid. And very often, children in that position will make it mean that it's their fault somehow and that it's their responsibility to make everyone feel better. And they can't do it because ultimately it's not their fault, it's not their problem. And this may be the pattern and the relevance that this whole situation has for you. It may be something else, but I am getting this very strongly for some of you. And this situation is happening in your sphere of awareness, specifically to remind you of how you felt at that time and to look back at yourself and realize that there may still be some guilt there that you're holding on to, even though logically you know that it wasn't your fault. There may still be some feelings left behind from that whole situation, and this is an opportunity for you to realize just how powerless you were in that situation and just how much of a bystander you really were, and that no matter what you did and no matter who you tried to be and portray as a person, it wasn't going to affect their decisions in a way that was really meaningful. So my earlier advice to keep your head down and keep pushing along and maybe offer advice if it's asked of you still stands, but you may be finding that that's a difficult thing for you to do because of this past trauma of yours, if that resonates with you. Again, this is an opportunity to really sit in this feeling as an adult, as an older person, and learn how to process this and understand that it really is a sad and unfair experience, but it does happen and it's unfortunate. But as a kid, if this happened to you, there wasn't anything you could do about it, just like there isn't anything you can do about it now, except to do your best to live your life the way you want to live it. That is all I'm seeing for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you want to share what's going on in your life, what situation you're dealing with. I hope you have a lovely February. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you do that, hit the notification bell so that you actually get updated every time I upload a new video. But until next time, bye.